Inside Eastern Utah. We are here today with a very special guest. We're so excited. We've talked about having Sheriff Jeff Wood on several times, and we finally got you here.
Such a pleasure to be here. I'm so excited.
Yeah, we are too. So today we're going to primarily focus on a huge event upcoming that is the Search and Rescue Demolition Derby. So tell us when that is. August 12th?
August 12th is our annual Demolition Derby for Search and Rescue. Search and Rescue is such an awesome asset to our community. They do so much for our community.
Absolutely.
They're totally volunteer. This is the only way that they make their money is through the Demolition Derby. So, they do a few other little things. But
this is the big one.
It all revolves around the Derby. So yeah.
And so this is happening on the 12th, and you guys have a little bit of new stuff coming this year. You want to talk about that?
So we actually did this one for the high school kid that drives their mom's minivan to the high school parking lot. We have a minivan class.
The one that's already a little beat up.
Yeah, that's already been, anything that's been through the high school parking lot is a good category for this. No, it's a minivan, mini truck class. So we're trying to put together classes that have a little more durability for a little better show. We want them to last a little longer, and we think these little light trucks and minivans will bounce off of one another and be hard to kill. So.
And then a second class that's new this year is the Misfit class,
Misfit.
right?
So if somebody has a vehicle that they've ran in another derby, or one that may be a little older than an 80s or newer, or doesn't meet our rules for whatever reason, it can fall into the Misfit class. My car's a Misfit.
So how many classes does that make then?
So there are 5. There's the 80s and newer chain and bang. There's the trucks. There's the minivan, mini truck class, the mini car class, and the Misfit class.
So that should make for a good show,
Absolutely.
huh? 5 different.
Should, yeah, and so we did it differently this year on the payouts as well. So if there's 15 or more cars in a class, it gets a bigger payout than the other classes. So we're trying to encourage people to bring cars too. And right now the mini class is the one that has the most. So it'll be good. They can make up to $4,000 if you win.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
That's impressive. Are you guys still accepting people?
Yep.
Great. How do they go about getting involved?
If they get a hold of the sheriff's office or at Tire King, they can sign up for the Derby. So there were 28 cars signed up as of yesterday. Search and Rescue's building 2 that they're going to give opportunities to drive. So we'll have 30 with those 2, and we would like to have 50. So
when is there a cutoff, or can they enter right up
till
to
the
12th? Okay.
And we expect there'll be cars that come from out of town.
Last
Sure.
minute.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I think the only time we ever have traffic in Carbon County, especially on the west side, is during the Demolition Derby. Energy Days too this year, it was a similar thing, but we always joke that the only time you're going to be in a traffic jam is when the Demolition Derby is on, because so many people come out and support, and it's just a fun time.
It's a good time, and it's a tradition. I mean, we've been doing it for years and years and years, and it's just a good opportunity. And they'll make enough money that they'll be able to operate for another year.
Yeah,
so.
great. Which is a great thing for all of us, and we all, I think, feel better knowing that we have them there.
We need to get you guys in a car. That'd be awesome.
That'd be something to see.
Yes,
we'll get
it
Micah
would be
there to
some.
film it.
Yeah, there.
Are you getting in a car, you said?
2.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which classes?
So I'm going to be in a mini truck and in the Misfit class.
So everyone go for the sheriff.
Yep.
If you have a beef against him, this is the time.
And there is a target on me, I think. Last year, my car didn't last very
Everyone's
long.
like, everyone
That's
go
funny.
for the sheriff. Get him out first.
Well, it's kill or be killed, so.
Right.
That's funny. Well, let's talk for a few minutes about Search and Rescue and some of the things that they do other than their fundraiser that they're involved in, and they're always there.
So they're amazing. They're totally volunteer. They don't get paid for what they do. But they can do about anything we need. So they're trained in high angle rescue. If somebody was on a ledge somewhere, they can go and they can get them. Swift water rescue with the flooding that we've had and things. They can go into rivers and streams, and they're very proficient at that. They're awesome at driving any kind of machine, snowmobiles, ATVs, UTVs. They have all that equipment. We usually go on about a dozen rescues a year here, mostly in the winter. Is when we seem to have most of our rescues, during the hunting seasons as well. So last year we had a little girl fell off the waterfall in Consumers, and that was in the summer. But they're there, and they're just, it amazes me how well equipped they are and what they can do with a volunteer group. There's about 25 of them. So they're an awesome group.
And you might not recognize how many people are involved or how much it takes until you need the service or
Exactly.
until you read those stories where they've went out and
I agree.
helped someone. So these people that are involved, are they people from the sheriff's office, from all walks of life?
They're from all walks of life. We have a deputy sheriff that's attached with them as a liaison, but for the most part, they're people that aren't with the sheriff's office.
that
So
just wanna
they
help.
work for ConocoPhillips, or they work for themselves. There's a few self-businesses. But yeah, PZ Printing has some people there. And the businesses are awesome to let them go. If we need them,
bet.
they let them go. So
Yeah. Just, you
it's-
get the call and
and
see
away
you
they
later.
come. And you know, the response time is amazing too. If we call search and rescue out, they are literally rolling down the road in 20 minutes. They meet out at the search and rescue building, they gather up what they need, and they head off.
And so this fundraiser, the Demolition Derby, raises funds not only for those operating costs, but also for the trainings, right? For
Some of the
people.
trainings we get paid through the state, and we get
Helps you
reimbursed.
out.
Yeah,
That's great.
so and that's awesome for the state too, to help us that way.
And so people that want to be involved, how do they go about doing that?
So every now and again, we have openings with search and rescue. And it's what they need to do. If there's somebody that wants to be on the team, is get a hold of me, and I'll give them an application. We hold that application until an opening comes, and then they get voted in.
Oh, okay.
So that's how they do it. And generally, it's somebody that'll have the skills they want. So, you know, if you're a rock climber or something, and they need someone for high angle, and they'll be like, well, this person's a rock climber. I think it'd be a good fit.
Great.
So
I guess I didn't realize
is-
there would have
no,
been a
yes,
certain
and-
amount, you guys, but that makes sense, so that everyone can stay involved and up to date on trainings
there's
and
such
whatnot.
such a diverse team. It's amazing what they can do. Dive, we have a dive team as
Oh,
well.
yes,
And although
that's
we only
awesome.
have Schofield, we could need them up there.
Yeah,
So
you just never know. So yeah, it sounds like you
right.
guys are really prepared for just about any situation.
it's pretty neat.